Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, WendyO. So yes, we were originally live streaming on my desktop, but for some reason it's not working, which is very interesting because some things I have going on in my personal life. So shout out to anybody who is purposely messing with my internet. You're awesome. Anyways, we're going to talk about the insane stuff regarding the SEC versus Coinbase, because that is an absolutely ridiculous story here. We're also going to talk about HEX, and they just got slammed with the by the SEC. So we do have a bit to talk about. It's not going to be as aesthetically pleasing as we're normally used to seeing, just because I have to use my phone. I can't use a desktop because for some reason the internet is just like not connecting, which is super weird. I have no idea why. So I have to call them, and that's something else I have to deal with. Not in the mood today. My body's like super fatigued and tired. But anyways, we have 109 concurrent viewers, only 15 likes. So let's smash the like. Get it up, get it up, get it up. Okay, so the first story. SEC asked Coinbase to stop trading. I'm going to go ahead and read these to you, and then I'm going to give my opinion because this is important. Yes, thank you. All right, so recap. The SEC recently charged Coinbase with violating federal securities laws, alleged it was operating as a broker, exchange, and clearinghouse for unregistered securities. 13 crypto assets listed in the lawsuit, but not Bitcoin. So basically what happened is, yeah, you better be getting it up. If you're not getting it up, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Coinbase shouldn't listen to the SEC. I'm going to tell you exactly why Coinbase shouldn't. So this is what happened, okay? So when the SEC first went after Coinbase, they alleged that 13 crypto assets on Coinbase were securities. They didn't give any reason why. But now the SEC is saying you need to stop all crypto trading and just offer Bitcoin. The reason why that's a problem is because Coinbase offers 200 crypto assets. Coinbase is also a public company. And in order to go public, you have to register with the SEC. So not only did Coinbase's coin dump, they literally were manipulating the market. That's exactly what the SEC is doing, okay? The SEC comes out and says, we want to protect people. We want to make sure you guys are doing good, out the side of their neck, okay? But in reality, they're not, because what they did is they actually hurt all different types of investors, okay? All different types of investors by by calling this out, okay? And again, y'all remember, and these 13 crypto assets, I don't believe Ethereum was listed as one of them. Under oath, Gary Gensler was asked, is Ethereum the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap as security or not? And Gary Gensler couldn't answer, okay? Couldn't answer. This just goes to show how corrupt our public servants are, okay? So we got the blue man that put Mr. Gary into office, okay? Put Gary into office. And now the blue man, Warren, all these other blue people, they got a problem with crypto, okay? Now they're literally directly attacking crypto. Okay, so Coinbase responded to the lawsuit. They said that the SEC's actions violated due process and constitutes an abuse of discretion, 100%. The reason why it constitutes an abuse of discretion is primarily the fact that, because the fact that the SEC, first off, Coinbase has 200 assets listed, okay? 200 assets listed, but the SEC is only going after 13 of them. But instead of actually going and doing their due diligence and, saying these are securities and why, they're just saying you can't trade any crypto assets because they're securities, okay? Because they're securities. And that gets to be a little bit problematic over here, okay? Very, very problematic, because imagine being a business owner and they all of a sudden tell you, no, you can't do something. You can't operate your business. There's a really, really great tweet, which I'm going to try to pull this up for you guys. You're going to have to bear with me because, again, I have to go through this. But Ryan Selkis, he is a gentleman from Masari, and he posts a lot of really great stuff. He put this, and we have 204 concurrent viewers, only 65 likes. You guys need to get me to 200 likes, okay? You guys need to get me to 200 likes because I'm frustrated, I'm irritated, my internet's not working, I have to call them, which absolutely makes no sense. Hold on, let me go tell Lo she can turn her streaming on. You can put your movie back on. No, you're done? No, I'm not done, but you can put your movie back on. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, if you're not getting it up, I don't know what you're doing here, seriously. Anyways, though, so Ryan said, and understand, the way Coinbase makes their money, Coinbase is a crypto exchange. They allow people to buy and sell crypto assets, trade them, buy them, pull them off the platform, whatever that is, okay? And the reason why this entire thing is super problematic is because they are literally they're destroying their business. Okay? All right. Ryan says, non-Bitcoin crypto assets are 55% of Coinbase's custody business and 2/3 of its transaction revenue and trading volume. But the same clownish SEC that approved the company's IPO basically said you need to stop doing the majority of your business or we'll sue you. So basically like 55% of Coinbase's business is going to go away in the US, or could go away in the US. Why could it go away in the US? Because the SEC is saying all 200 crypto assets are securities, instead of examining each of them. And that's a beautiful thing about crypto, okay? Is that crypto assets work differently than stocks, okay? It's a lot easier to regulate these stocks. It's a lot easier to say what you can and can't do with those traditional financial instruments because they all do the same thing. But with crypto, we have decentralization, we have sometimes staking, we have pools, we've got liquidity, we've got rewards, we have DAOs, we have all these different things, okay? We have these tokens that make a lot of these blockchains work, okay? So that's where it gets problematic. And this is why everybody should be mad. Like the Bitcoin maximalists that are not upset about this, they should be mad, okay? They 100% should be mad because Bitcoin is going to get hit next. It's just going to get hit differently. Bitcoin will get hit next, but it will be hit differently. And you're seeing this with a lot of the mining taxes and the predatory practices, okay? The SEC is having a full-blown tantrum right now. 255 concurrent viewers, only 97 likes. Stop grifting. Get that like up. Get it up. Come on. All right, so let's go back and read a little bit more over here. A little bit more. Okay. So Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, told the Financial Times that the SEC made the recommendation before hitting them with the recent lawsuit. He said the SEC told them they believe every crypto asset other than Bitcoin is a security. And they said, we're not going to explain it to you. You need to delist every asset other than Bitcoin. Coin shares fell around 10% on this news. Prices recovered. Okay. Coin is a publicly traded, it's a stock. Okay. The SEC caused market manipulation. Okay. Absolute market manipulation. And that's not fair to people. Like it's literally not fair to people. And I hate to use a term it's not fair because it kind of sounds like victim mentality. But when we're talking about behavior like this, and we're talking about entire companies get destroyed and want to move their businesses overseas, and the tech innovation in America is absolutely going away because of what the SEC is doing, this is where you should be mad. I don't care if you're a Bitcoin maximalist. I don't care how pro Bitcoin crypto, whatever it is. This is not good, okay? If you're an American in general that supports liberty and freedom, this is not good. This is infringement on your free, like to me, it's a basic human right to be able to do what you want to do with their money. So that's what's happening with Coinbase and the SEC, and it's just a very unfortunate thing, okay? Very unfortunate thing. Now, when we do take a look at Bitcoin, I'm looking at Bitcoin price right now. Just for those that want to know. I know life isn't fair, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate using this isn't fair, because it sounds like victim mentality, which I'm not trying to do victim mentality. I'm just saying like what they're doing literally isn't fair, okay? It's ridiculous. Okay, so as far as Bitcoin goes, we've been consolidating between approximately 26 or 29.6 and about 28.9 for the last 3 or 4 days, or actually the last week. We're going to continue to do so and go sideways. I would look for a breakout above 29.7 or a breakdown below 28.8. Yeah, we don't have any freedom in America. It's gone. It's almost gone. 289 concurrent viewers, but only 118 likes. You guys are going to have to smash like and continue to push this information out. Humans keep human. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but okay. Okay. All right, let's get into the next story over here. This is about HEX. The HEX chart looks like garbage, and I can't even show it to you. I think this thing might actually be over now. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but it doesn't look like it's going to get revived anytime soon. I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. And again, you guys, I have no issue with the Hexkins. I have no issue with PulseChain. I've got no issue with Richard Hart. I've got no issue with any of that stuff. I'm just looking at the chart. Chart looks horrible by price actions. You should smash the like is 9,069 times, okay? So let's talk about what's happening with HEX. HEX hit by SEC. Well, it's not really HEX. It's more like Richard Hart. And I put a tweet. I said, it seems as crypto is no longer welcome in America. And that's just not, it really doesn't just have to do with HEX. It just has to do in general, okay? Just really, really in general. So let's kind of read what's going on with this here. Okay. So the SEC sues Richard Hart, HEX PulseChain on unregistered securities fraud allegation. There was rumors in the past that, hey Craig, there was rumors in the past that, there was HEX promoters that had gotten in trouble or were getting sued or whatever. And I don't think Richard Hart ever paid people to do that. I feel like people just were sharing the project because they liked it and passionate about it. But again, I don't know. I've had Richard Hart on my channel twice. Didn't accept compensation or anything like that, but he's been on the channel twice because why wouldn't I have him on the channel? All right. So the SEC filed a lawsuit. Excuse me. SEC filed a lawsuit and sued Richard Hart, HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX. They allege he raised over $1 billion across 3 different unregistered securities offerings since 2019. SEC also alleges Hart defrauded his investors by using investor funds for personal purchases. He failed to disclose that he used millions of dollars of PulseChain customer funds to buy things for himself. Lawsuit cites Hart's promises of wealth and profits for investors. Okay, so let's break this down. There's a couple key pieces of information over here. Okay, so they allege he raised over $1 billion across 3 different unregistered securities offerings since 2019. I don't know how HEX was originally offered, okay? Not exactly sure I was originally offered. Thank you so much. But what I do know is that I did get a HEX airdrop. Okay, so there was this wallet that I was using way back then, and if you had Ethereum, I think you got airdropped HEX. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know exactly like what the deal is, but that's what I remember happening. So I don't know if they were airdropping HEX. I don't know how that could be an unregistered security. Not sure. But anyways, also too, there was a very similar kind of case. Thank you guys for the kind comments. Also, smash a like. Let's get us up to 300. Stop grifting. We got 145 now. Also too, so EOS raised like $1 billion, Block One did, and then the community ended up taking it over. They got fined, etc. So I don't exactly know how Richard Hart raised this much money. Then apparently the SEC alleges that he defrauded his investors by using personal funds for purchases. I mean, he was kind of posting that about it. I don't know the laws regarding it. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not allowed, like how that works. But like he was kind of posting about it. If it was his old holdings, then why is that a bad thing? Because if you look at the XRP case, like some of the top folks, they had allocations to where they were able to sell those, etc., whatever it is. But so I don't know. Anyways, he failed to disclose he used millions of dollars of PulseChain customer funds to buy things for himself. That could be bad, but I feel like he was disclosing it, but I don't know if they're customer funds. The good thing about cryptos is everything is on chain, so they'll be able to figure this out. Probably not because it's the SEC and they suck. So a bunch of people are really upset about this when it comes to the SEC and all this stuff, them going after HEX. But if you guys look at the HEX chart, like I'm going to show you guys the chart really quick. Thank you so much, KS. In case no one has told you lately, you're amazing, strong, brave, wonderful, kind, love, worthy, and there's no one like you and the world needs you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is the HEX chart over here. I don't know if you guys can see, but you guys can see this. This looks like complete dog crap, okay? Like absolute dog crap. Doesn't look good at all and doesn't look like it's going to recover. So this could be the end for HEX. I don't know. We'll kind of have to see how that goes. Thank you so much to Net Worth Rising for the $4.99 super chat. Coinbase down. I don't think Coinbase is down. I think that they're not down yet. They're just having problems with the SEC. But I feel like Coinbase is going to tell the SEC to GFY to because I feel like everybody's just kind of tired with it. Like it's completely tired with it. I also hold on. I want to see. All right, let's get out of this. Let's leave this. I want to check my Twitter really quick to see if we got any updates about stuff, that there's any other new news that came out regarding this, because we do get a lot of news from crypto. Udi just said, HEX is obviously a Ponzi scheme, yet it was launched 4 years ago. Everyone who bought it already lost their money by now. What took the SEC so long? Did they ever actually successfully protect investors? See, that is a good thing. Okay, that is a very, 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 very interesting thing. The reason why it is interesting is because if the SEC actually cared about people, okay, which they don't, and smash a like, we have 350 of you in here, only 167, we got to get this out. If the SEC actually cared about protecting people, why didn't they go after HEX 4 years ago? Why didn't they go after Celsius? Why didn't they go after Voyager? Why was he meeting with Sam Bankman-Fried? And all of these predatory actions just really go to show you what the SEC has been doing. Nothing. They haven't been doing anything, okay? And y'all seen all that stuff about JP Morgan with JE, and that's okay. That's okay. Hurting innocence is okay, right? Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the next. I'm trying to see. Okay. An hour ago, the SEC posted this. Today we charge Richard Hart, aka Richard Schuler, and 3 unincorporated entities that he controls, HEX, PulseChain, and PulseX, with conducting a registered offering of crypto asset securities that raised more than $1 billion in crypto assets from investors. Hart called on investors to buy crypto asset securities and offerings that he failed to register. He then defrauded those investors by spending some of their crypto assets on exorbitant luxury goods. These actions seeks to protect the investing public and hold Hart accountable for his actions. The thing that's interesting about this is that Richard Hart doesn't even live in the U.S., okay? He doesn't even live in the U.S. So, I mean, they can go after him. But it's going to be interesting to see, and maybe other countries are going to follow suit. So we don't know. We'll figure it out. But it's all very, 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 very interesting here. Like, and I'm just looking at Jeremy Hogan. Jeremy Hogan just posted this. Yeah, Richard Hart does have a movie that's coming out this Friday in theaters. I was invited to go see it. I can't. I've got my kid's birthday, and my daughter always comes first because that's what moms do. But Jeremy Hogan said he's a defense lawyer's worst nightmare, and that's because he's standing in front of a Ferrari with his stuff, okay? So I don't know. We'll see if Richard was bad or not. He's going to have to prove it to people. All right, now Binance. Binance wins operational license in Dubai. Binance met preconditions set since receiving a preparatory license in September. Of course, I'm telling you, all of the crypto companies are going to go to Dubai. Damn, I'd wreck Wendy. Lord, you wouldn't have a chance. I'm very happy with myself these days, and I appreciate you guys saying these comments, but that's weird. Let's just be nice, okay? Don't say weird stuff. Anyways, Binance now has a full license to operate a crypto company in Dubai. This follows them meeting preconditions since receiving preparatory license back in September. Eligible users in the country can now access services, including ability to convert crypto to fiat under Dubai's virtual asset regulatory. Thank you so much, Ben Moon, for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate it. That's okay. There's a million hoes like you. Where are my mods? Are you guys not getting these idiots out of here? Like, are we just not getting, just get them out. Please, mods, do your jobs. I honestly don't have patience I don't have patience for this type of behavior, because when we degrade people, like both men and women, it just makes a really ugly, hostile environment. We don't want to do that. Like, let's just be like cool, you know? Richard Hart will own Gensler. I hope so. All right, but let's talk about this. So eligible users in Dubai in the country can now access services, including ability to convert crypto to fiat under Dubai's virtual asset regulatory authority, designated standards compliant with the government financial action task force. So Dubai is crypto friendly, China is crypto friendly, Hong Kong, Southeast Asia, El Salvador, you name it. Do mods have a salary? Do you know how much I make on YouTube? I don't have enough to pay mod salaries. If you guys want to be mods, it's like a community thing to do. If not, like, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I appreciate it. I don't pay my mods. I can't afford to pay my mods. But it's a community thing. So if you want to be a mod and you're not a weirdo, you can totally be a mod. Gensler is embarrassing himself. So that's what's going on. And again, this just goes to show Dubai will end up being a hot spot for crypto. Dubai makes me a little bit nervous though. Good morning, John. Yeah, good morning, John. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But next, we have an update on Curve Finance. The reason why this is going to be so important is we need, this is a DeFi thing. Smash some mods, please. All right. So Curve Finance's token serves 500% on Bithumb after over 100 million exploit. Curve Finance pool experienced a vulnerability. Curve Finance is a DEX that is used for stablecoin trading. Platform suffered a potential loss of over 100 million due to a re-entrancy bug exploit in the Viper programming language used in the tech stack, affecting several stablecoin pools. So this was not a Curve Finance failure. This was a Viper finance. This was a code failure with Viper, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. So again, like we talked about this briefly yesterday when we did the Bitcoin weekly market update. And one of the things we said is if you're going to be using DeFi protocols, use a Moonbag and use disposable incomes. These are still not, DeFi is still very, very much in beta. And even though we had the centralized exchange failure, and a lot of people wanted to merge over to DeFi, you can't use DeFi for everything because stuff like this could potentially happen, okay? Could potentially happen. Now, let's finish talking about Curve. All right, so the platform suffered a potential loss of over 100 million due to a re-entry bug exploiting the Viper programming. Curve trading significantly higher on South Korean exchange Bithumb. Bithumb's Curve KRW pair was up around 500% for the day. Another South Korean exchange, Upbit, suspended Curve trading after the exploit. Upbit is like kind of interesting, like what they do. Suspended deposits and withdrawals for Curve because of high volatility. So there's a lot of volatility happening with Curve, and then this next story is going to cover it a little bit more in depth. So Curve is still suffering from a vulnerability that affects multiple pools, so please do not deposit money in there. Take a step back, don't deposit money in there. So millions of DAO Curve tokens were also stolen just before a white hat rescue mission to safeguard the funds. Approximately 7 million Curve and $14 million worth of wrapped ETH were stolen in the exploit. Tokens were stolen from Curve ETH pool on Curve. So if you're using Curve, stay away from it. Why do you want to stay away from it? You want to stay away from it right now until they get the exploit under control. We have 342 concurrent viewers, only 213 likes. Smash the like, help push this out. Next, Bald token records an astounding 40,000 upside after launch on base. Yikes. We're going to talk about this. Bald is a meme coin that just launched and it rugged. Like there's some crazy stuff happening in it. So listen. New meme coin Bald pumped around 30,000 after going live on Base, the layer 2 chain created by Coinbase on Ethereum. Shout out to Coinbase. Market cap hit $70 million. Small amount of traders made huge returns. 4 addresses used 0.534 ETH, 1,000 to buy 50 million Bald. Transactions took place within minutes of the launch and amounted for 50% of the total supply. Addresses quickly sold 37 million Bald to make a return of 554 ETH, 1.04 million dollars. Look on Chain explains here one of the largest Bald holders is also a Pepe well. They sold their Pepe for ETH and used ETH to buy Bald. Bald has now dumped around 90%. Devs apparently moved millions to cause prices to fall to 1 cent from 9 cents. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk to you guys about that. Where is it? It's just crazy. Okay, so right when this thing Bald launched, it dumped immediately. Why is there no survey this afternoon? The reason why there's no survey is because my desktop was not working and I was having really bad issues with it. So I have to call the cable company right when I'm done doing this. Super fun. So shout out to the person that probably screwed that up for me. Anyways, let's talk. This is a post about the Bald thing right here. Dev rugged and then said he needed the money and will return it after he makes it back using the funds, only possible through crypto. So basically, I think this was for Bald, but he says, listen, from the absolute bottom of my heart, was it for this? I feel so guilty doing this, but I lost all my money from a rug and needed money or I'd go broke. With the money I've earned from this pre-sale, I will trade it and multiply it. I promise I'll send you back your money, plus depending on how much you make. Once I hit it 5 times, I'll send you back your money. Yikes. Was that from Bald or was that from something else? I don't even know. It's just the stories that are coming out about this are literally freaking insane. Like absolutely insane. Okay. Where was it? Yeah, from 2 million to 200,000 in less than 30 minutes, meme coin Bald. So this guy also too, he had almost $2 million bags in the past 2 days, have been like 2 weeks of my life. A lot of things happening right now, 100 DMs, blah, blah, blah. So this guy made like, apparently he made $2 million and it went down to 0. Fun stuff. All right, let's get into the next story because that one is just, yeah. So again, you guys, if you want to invest in meme coins, have fun. But just be cautious. Now let's talk about PondX. PondX, PNDX, was launched by Jeremy Cohen, also known as Pauly OX. He's a founder of Not Larva Labs. Not Larva Labs is the developer of an NFT trading app for CryptoPunks, and firm is also a dev for separate NFT collection called CryptoFunks and affiliated with the original Larva Labs and creators of CryptoPunks. So this guy's a scammer through and through. Absolute scammer through and through, and created a meme coin. Well, let's talk about it. So PNDX hit around 35 cents before falling nearly to 0 within 5 minutes. Pauly, the guy that created it, shared the contract address for PNDX and the URL for its web app. The app allowed users to mint new PNDX tokens by exchanging them for a fixed amount of ETH. The PNDX contract allowed anyone to send tokens from any wallet. This is usually okay for a testnet, but this was a mainnet launch, so that's where it gets a little bit bad, okay? Then himself and others added small LP. People began trading with high volatility and no liquidity. They rugged the LP. Pauly previously created a deposit site with an address called yougetnothing.eth. He asked people to send crypto for nothing in return, and people did. So if you guys invested in this and you lost your money, you're a moron. Sorry to say it, but this is just ridiculous. Anyways, let's talk about Cardano because we got some good Cardano news. Make sure to smash the like, get us up to at least 300. So Cardano launched a major upgrade to its mainnet called Mithril. It's a stake-based signature protocol that aims to improve the efficiency of the node sync. Node sync is a process of synchronizing a node on the blockchain. ADA rose on the launch, but now has retraced. Prices up 2% in the past 7 days and nearly 10% of the month. Yay! Woohoo! So shout out to Cardano, and I actually bought a bag of Cardano. I bought a couple $1,000s worth just to kind of play and see what happens, Also, to you guys, Binance is hiring. They are going to be Yeah, they're hiring right now. So someone was asking me looking for a job, and they're hiring. Also, too, another very, very important thing, in 2022, the U.S. Senate passed a bill to hire 87,000 new IRS agents to investigate citizens' finances. Yesterday, the Senate blocked a bill to monitor and audit billions of taxpayer dollars sent to Ukraine. Yeah, lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff. Also, too, I think that's it for today. We're going to end the stream a little bit early today because I need to call the cable company. But you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Shout out to the HEX community. I apologize that you guys are going through this. This absolutely sucks. I hope you guys come out on top. Also, too, I've got a video that's going to drop at 3:30 p.m. PST. Catch it there. And I will see you guys later on. Love and light. Bye-bye.